Welcome to another edition of the Weekend Storage Warrior. Well, here's another storage auction video. I call this one the Aquarium unit, and it turned out very well. Got it. Got it. Ha ha ha. $110. So there's kind of an ugly looking table here. This is a 10 by 10 unit. There's nothing that looks really huge and bulky and hard to handle. No sofas. This is art. There's some boxes on the side here. Boxes. That's some kind of a lithium vacuum cleaner. Display cabinet. More boxes. More boxes and bags. So for 110 bucks, I'll take it. And this is also fairly near my house. All we gotta do is go down there and see what we got. And here we are. That's not a table, it's a big aquarium. And in the pictures, it kind of looked like this was empty. It is not empty. Okay. To get to the jewelry, I had to pull all this stuff off that was sitting on top of it. And this stuff is heavy. It's not just clothing. This is my favorite thing in the world. Digging through this jewelry and finding out if it's gold or not. I'm gonna say not. One of them's marked gold fill. The other ones you can see the plate coming off of it unmarked. Still, that's a good way to start. And as I said, just to get to this box, I had to get all these boxes that were stacked up on the top of it. Juicy. Personal pictures. We love knives. Cutco. Vintage Cutco. More handbags. guess. Shoes. Crepe maker. I don't know what that is. Oh, a curler. Oh my God. Vintage. This aquarium weighs a ton. That thing there is the pump for it. And this is what's left. Amazing volume of stuff. It didn't look like it had that much volume. It's a turntable. It's a replica vintage. So, the plan today is just to get boxes out of here. There's a big glass tabletop. There's a pane. Chairs. This could be great, or it could be just okay. You never really know. A skateboard. Alright, this is the rest of the boxes. This will be truckload number 3. This unit just got a lot better. That appears to be a 73-inch TV. That's a freezer. Here's a KitchenAid mixer. And that is a portable air conditioner. Okay, this is the 3rd load of boxes out of this unit. Got the aquarium out. I finally realized that that thing is the stand for the aquarium. Probably noticed that before I did. And here's a whole garage full of stuff. And I have not really even dug through most of these boxes. I high graded it a little bit, and I've already found lots of stuff that has some value. In particular, these 4 items are quite valuable. This is a Navy cruise book. I get these all the time. These go online listed for $200, but that's not to say that they sell for $200. 2 Ryobi 1 drills with the batteries. The thing that really shocked me was these Cutco steak knives, how valuable these are. These go on eBay for about $15 to $20 each. And there's 9 of them. So let's just say I sell these at the flea market flea market price, $45 each. That's $180 right there. That pays for the unit, pays for the costs, and all the rest of this is going to be profit. That's silver, gold fill, might be silver. Big bag of costume jewelry. This is a 120-gallon aquarium. These sell new for about $1,200. Of course, it's not new. This is some of the other stuff that I've already recovered. Monkey handbags. There's a whole bunch of aquarium stuff. Mirrors. So I would be thrilled if I could just stop right now. I am happy with this unit, but we can't stop right now. There's still a flat screen TV and some furniture and a stove and an air conditioner in there that I've got to get out of there today. Fortunately, the place is only 10 minutes away from my house, so I can just sort of shuttle furniture all day. But desperate times call for desperate measures. I have to make some room for all this stuff. Furniture. This refrigerator's empty. There's the stove, air conditioner, a few more boxes and bags. So what I'm going to do is get this odd shaped, bulky junk out of here first. And we'll leave the square stuff for the second load. I think this is going to be just fine. That is a wrap. I left their personal pictures. These people did me right. That's the least I can do. So, took a little rest, and I'm curious what's in this trash bag. These people really knew how to load a trash bag. Heavy. That feels like clothing. Nothing down there on the bottom is not clothing. Makeup. Picture. Handbag. Bag in the bag. Red flannel. Coffee grinder. They're all kind of like that, kind of chaotic. All this low value stuff, trash, and then a couple of good things. There's some Jeffrey Bean eau de toilette. And here's a bag. Let's see what's in the bag. It's heavy. Oh, it's these things. There's a bunch of these. Must have been a barber. Money. Love finding money. What's in here? Dice. Now you find, and there's more of this Jeffrey Bean piggy bank. Got more money in there. Paperwork. Watch. More batteries. There's a lot of batteries in here. Hair grooming. Oh, a little heart. Okay. Is it more fakes or is it real? No mark. Maybe we'll get my loop. Nope. Both fakes. Although these two turned out to be silver. That's okay. This is still going to be a great unit. That was $5. That one's 25. Beautiful piece. All right, here we are getting towards the end. And it looks like there's still a lot of stuff here, but we sold a lot of stuff today. This is a great spot here. It's on the corner. You get 4 spaces instead of the 2 that you ordinarily would get for $10 more. And people guard these spaces with their lives, but the guy turned in his tickets and I got here right after. Of course, the stuff that I thought would sell for 40 sold for 25. I got 60 for the KitchenAid mixer. I was trying to get 75, but just on sheer volume it starts to add up. Didn't do too good on the handbags, but with this kind of stuff, this kind of volume, this kind of quality, it adds up. Indeed, we sold about $700 worth of stuff today. Dead of money. Alright, so this video's too long already, but here we are on the second trip to the swap meet with this stuff. And today I started with 100, paid 35 to get in here, and this is what I have now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 20. So we made a solid 320 profit. Okay, we're still not quite done. So I'm getting packed up. I'm doing this by myself today. It's a lot nicer to have a helper. And I've been selling off all this costume jewelry. It's kind of nerve-wracking to sell this stuff because I've tested it all and I'm pretty sure it's not gold, but the pickers come and they find one thing that you missed and boom, you just sold some gold for nothing. But that's part of the business. Anyway, the reason I turned the camera back on was I was packing up these handbags. Now, so every one of these handbags has been turned upside down, dumped out, and searched. I was putting them back into this box, and look what I found on the table. Solid 14 karat gold, no doubt about it, and a quarter. So, a good ending to this. All right, let's wrap this video up. So after I got back from the swap meet, I went through all those handbags to see if I could find any more gold rings. Didn't find any more rings. Found some spare change and a lighter. Then I went back to the swap meet a third time and sold another $448 of stuff out of this unit. And this unit really didn't have anything exceptionally valuable. I'm pretty sure that all the fine jewelry and Native American stuff and guns was long gone before I got it. But what it had was just a tremendous amount of volume. And they had nice stuff. This is some stuff that has not yet even made it out there to the swap meet. This is mostly clothing and glass. But here's a couple more totes of merchandise. And this is pretty typical. blender, some kitchen appliances, lamp, pet cot, a couple of handbags, and you just throw this stuff on a table without a price, and if somebody picks something up, it means they're interested in it, and you just say $10, $8, $5, $3, and if you do that for 8 hours, it starts to add up to some pretty good money. This is all the stuff that did not sell and is stacked up here in the garage. These large items didn't turn out very good. The freezer's all rusty. It's December. Nobody's buying air conditioners. It's a nice stove, but it's got a big dent on the front. This huge aquarium is all covered with sediment. So these have been sitting on Craigslist for $200. Nobody's calling, but eventually that stuff will all get sold. The TV works, does not have a remote, so I'm going to order a remote for it for $8. That'll get sold eventually. But right now, let's just add up the profit that we've made so far. The cost on this unit was only $110, but there's a buyer's premium, sales tax, I had helpers, gas, went to the swap meet 3 times for a total cost of $346. Ended up selling $1,455 minus the cost, brings us to a cash profit right now of $1,109. I also found these 2 little gold rings. These are both 14 karat. These came out of handbags, and I don't think this person ever threw away a handbag or a pair of shoes in her whole life. There was trash cans of shoes that came out of this. And a ton of costume jewelry, but just 2 little pieces of gold. This one might be 10 karat, but I actually ran out of testing solution. So we'll just count that at 5.8 grams. And I could sell that to the scrap guy for $50 a gram. I'm going to keep those, but if I did sell them, that's another $250 plus some money. Total profit right now of $13.71, and I think I'll get back another $629. Makes the profit on this unit $2,000, and that did take a month. So for the amount of time invested in this, it's probably only $25 an hour, but I bought plenty of units and just broke even or made 100, 200. So it's kind of nice to actually make some real money for a change. And that was just pure luck, you know. Didn't look that good. Could have been another hoarder disaster, but it turned out really well. This is the stuff I'm going to keep. There's a bunch of these professional batteries. There's $100 of batteries in this unit. I'm going to keep this Ryobi impact driver. And this is a universal power supply for laptops. And if you get a laptop and it's missing the power supply, this comes in very handy. So all in all, just a fantastic storage unit. Anyway, that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching from Jens Tobias, and Happy New Year. Yeah. Bye-bye.